Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jackie Later, still in Lake Jackson, and this one's coming from my little shitty gal kitchen again, and it's just going to be some homemade pho, depends on how pretentious you want to be. But I found just like, here's broth, here's noodles, add what you want. So it's going to be a little different. This is going to be like kind of add whatever you want. But let's just get into the food. Before we do, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bell in that corner to get notifications. We do this as close to Tuesdays and Fridays as we can. Also, there's a link down the doobly for our merch. We're a small business. We very much appreciate it. And let's just get into the food. Yeah. Alright, so a lot of this really just stems that I found the pho broth from Ocean's Halo at the store. So you can get that and the rice noodles. Now the rice noodles has got a couple of different packs in there, but I'm going to load it up and make a lot. So I like extra noodles in my stuff. That's just on me. So if not, just get any kind of regular rice noodles, you're fine. Everything else is what goes into it. If you're going to use meat, you only need a little bit of butter or oil to cook it. I just got some thinly sliced beef, but it's not thin sliced as usual. So we're going to have to get into that. And some green onions, because I enjoy that. I couldn't find any sprouts. I did find a fresh lime, which is pretty good. I usually have a couple of the jalapeno slices. So I'm going to use some pureed jalapeno. And then I use ponzu and stuff instead of soy sauce, just because I like the citrus stuff a little bit better. Timber. Okay, that fell over. Pick that up. And then you always went to hoisin sauce. Now, there's a couple of different flavors here. The cilantro and lime stuff kind of my go-to. I'm a fan of the citrus stuff. A little bit of sriracha if you want some more spice, but the jalapeno pretty much takes care of that. I didn't do any of the small spinach stuff, but I do like a little bit of nori in mine. This is something I learned from an old friend of mine, an old flame. Now, my meat got a little bit of freezer burn on it, so don't worry about it. It's still fresh. It just turned a little brown in the freezer because I took it out the other day and had to postpone the filming. So don't worry about it. Just cut this up into small slips. Now, generally, before you get your broth and then you add the meat, and how hot the broth is cooks it. This meat is not near as thin as that, not thinly sliced. So we're going to do that a little differently. So slice up your lime, cut up your green onion into small pieces here. Again, this is all optional. If you don't like this, don't use it. If you got other stuff you want to use, basically all you need is the broth to do this. So it's on you. So we're going to go ahead and get us a decent sized skillet, a decent sized pot. We're going to put these at about medium high. Excuse my storm tattoo. Shake up your broth here. Now, usually the noodles is just like one of the bundles of noodles for, if it's not draining, stab it. It stops all that jumping and gurgling around. In the broth box too. So go ahead and put that in there, but it says just to call for 3 cups per set of noodles. It's 4 cups in that thing, so I'm just put ahead and put all 4. Get you about a quarter of a tablespoon of butter. Let that start to warm up, and then we're going to put our meat in there. Like I said, get you a wooden spoon so you don't have the angry ancestors come and get you or whatever. And I'm watching Philip DeFranco today while I'm watching this, catching up on my news and stuff because it's Monday. So we're gonna just kind of brown this down. Don't want to have to cook it all the way through, but like I said, usually the broth is hot and the meat is thin sliced enough. We just put it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my noodles in there once it starts to steam a little bit, and then let that come to a boil, and then that's ready. You just add whatever you want to it. But the meat isn't that thin, and because I got it in freezer burned and let it thaw 2 days ago, I'm just going to go ahead and brown it a little bit before. You can trust yourself and put it in the super warm boiling broth and the stuff and cook it traditionally, but I just put a little bit of heat on it there. Like I say, you don't even have to brown it. Just get it in there. Throw your onions in there, squeeze. I only used half a lime. Excuse me, I only used half a lime. And then 2 tablespoons of my jalapeno stuff. I do like the more jalapeno spice than the sriracha stuff, but that's just on me. And then your nori. Here's how to cheat. Ignore the bite that I took out earlier. I forgot that was on there. Damn, I'm just coughing all over the place. Get your kitchen shears and just cut it down. Or you can just take a knife and cut it into small thin strip, and then just put it in there. Again, my friend, shout out to Denise. She puts a little bit of nori in there. Put your lime in it. And you're set. Now, then you can add your ponzu for your salt. That salty stuff, as well as the citrus and your hoisin flavor for everything you need there. Yeah. Get it stirred, but now that it's nice and hot, it's already cooked. It is ready to go. So I just put it in my noodle bowl. Do it this way. and you're absolutely set. But you can add any kind of meat. I want to get my hands on some proper tofu because I love a good tofu in this as well, and I want to get some for a good miso soup. So I'm kind of a sucker for that as well. Let me know what you put in your stuff. Now the broth holds up really well. Like I said, it's already cooked. You just need to superheat it, so you can just keep that by yourself. Use that for meal prep. The noodles the same way, as long as you keep them damp in the broth once you cook them, because rice noodles dry out real quick or just go to mush when you leave them in there. So you got to be careful with that. But this is super quick, super simple. Like I said, this is like a 6-minute video, and that's with the intro and outro. So yeah, you got to try this one. Let me know what you put in yours. And there you have it, folks. Homemade pho. Like I said, add what you want to. This is just what I would put into it. You let me know. I'll revisit this. I'll try different brands or make my own broth. That might take a little while, but I'm up for that. Let me know. Put it down in the comments. That's what they're there for. You can also find us on social media. Let me know over there on Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. We're all those are in between Paycheck's Kitchen. You can also find us on Instagram. In between, head short it down over there. You can find me, Osby Nerdy, on all those, including Twitter and over on TikTok. Mostly I'm just talking nerd stuff, action figures, miniatures, I'm painting, whatever. But that's what happens. I will see y'all next time. Y'all be safe and stay warm, all right?